Well, in the car, on the way to go see Game Night. What do I expect from this movie? Actually, what I'm hoping to get out of this movie is what Laura and I got the first time we went and saw The Hangover. We were pleasantly surprised by how freaking hilarious it was, and we just had no idea what we were going into with how hilarious it was. I mean, too many comedies today, they're either so overly raunchy that they feel like they're written by an immature 12-year-old, or they're dramedies and they're just pointless. And I'm really hoping this doesn't fall in either of those two categories. I'm hoping it's the first Hangover category. Pleasantly surprised of how funny this is. Let's check it out. Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my spoiler-free review for Game Night, starring Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams. Let's bottom line this, shall we? Is this a good movie? Is it well worth seeing? Yes and yes. My wife Laura and I, we went and saw it this afternoon. It was just kind of a fun date afternoon for her and I, and we thought this movie was pretty darn hilarious. Like, it had a lot of solid laughs. Earlier there in my, cold intro, driving into the theater, I was saying I was hoping it would be like a surprise comedy, kind of like The Hangover. I don't think The Hangover is a good comparison for this movie. I think a better comparison is Date Night with Steve Carell and Tina Fey. I think, that is a far better comparison between the type of humor you're going to get when you go in and see this movie, but a lot of fun. I mean, one of the big risks you always take with these comedies is the trailer. Did they shove all the jokes in the trailer? I don't feel like it. They did put a lot of the jokes in the trailer. So when you go see this movie, I mean, some of the stuff is going to be very familiar, like the whole thing with him cleaning the dog or getting shot in the arm. All of that's going to feel very familiar to you when you sit down to watch this on the big screen if you've seen the trailers and all that stuff. However, they still did a good enough job with the humor and with the jokes that it feels like, okay, that was just the beginning of the joke. There was still much more to go with it, and there's a lot of really good and fun running gags. All the characters were just really solid. The acting was really good. Each character was pretty strong for me. Well, only one was kind of not my favorite, and it's not that the actor didn't do a good job, but it's this character, Ryan. He dumb, and he was supposed to be a dumb character, but to me, this is just me personally, and I got Laura to agree with me because I'm that persuasive. He just was a little more on the dumb side. There were points where it annoyed me, and there were points where Laura and I were like, why does he have game night with these people? If he's so dumb, why do they even associate with him? I mean, he was dumb. There's a interesting character in the trailer that had a much bigger role in this movie than I thought he was going to have, and it turned out to be really cool. So there's a lot of really cool things. So don't feel like just because you've seen the trailer and a lot of the jokes are in there, you've seen the movie. There's still plenty to see and experience. It was fun to see on the big screen. Had a fun matinee afternoon with my wife. I could have also waited till Netflix, though. This is not one I had to see on the big screen, and I could have had just as much fun, waiting for it to come out on Netflix. So I guess that's up to you. I think either way, it is a fun movie, and you'll have fun with it. Not the best in the entire world, but definitely not the worst. Good, solid comedy, though, in a world where, we don't get a lot of good, solid comedies, where they're either dramedies or they're written by immature 12-year-olds. This one, neither of those two things, good comedy. So I think I'm just going to go ahead, give it a B+. Laura and I had a fantastic time. I really enjoyed it. I'm not opposed to the idea of seeing it again. Not in a hurry to see it again, and probably wouldn't buy it on Blu-ray, but if it popped up on Netflix, I'd turn it on for, fun game night. So if you saw this movie, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. While you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian and hit the bell next to the subscribe button. That way you're notified for the next time I drop a movie review, ranking video, trailer reaction, theological analysis, or anything else I do here. I'm Durbin. Thanks for checking out Durbania.